What's up everyone, welcome back to another video of Before We Leave. In the last episode we finally were able to stop all of the attacks that the space whale and the Sphinx were having on our second planet, but upon coming back onto this world, I know it's been a few days, I've actually noticed that our first planet was also really damaged due to the Sphinx's fires, or whatever you want to call it. It looks like it completely destroyed our islands and all the buildings on it, because upon coming back to this island, or this planet, I had a notification that said there was a peep that no longer had access to an elevator to go mining, and it's because the elevator got destroyed on the first planet. I have no idea what happened. I guess the Sphinx was able to fire across space into different planets. It makes sense that a bunch of the islands or seas missing because of the space whale, because it was the space whale was going through space. But the fact that the Sphinx completely destroyed a second island was really confusing when I got back to the game. So we're going to end up having to fix this eventually on this episode, but for now, we're going to try and build our landing plane and our takeoff pad, or whatever you want to call it, a landing pad and a taking off pad, so that way we can start doing trade from this planet to the other planet, and maybe even have enough resources to take over a third planet soon enough. Alright then, so we finally got our landing pad and our launch pad built at the same time. So it looks like the landing pad isn't too important right now. It looks like more like it's what we're trading. And it looks like our launch pad is where we can actually build some spaceships. So let's take a look at what we need for the spaceships. We have a trade spaceship that we can build right now. We're just going to need some more fuel for this. And we're going to need some more steel for it as well. And we also have a colony ship. Okay then, so after finally being able to bring over all the resources we need, we finally developed this island just a little bit. We got a woodcutter, some huts, some food, some water, it's just the basics. And immediately I sent over all the resources that we needed for this oil refinery or oil drill, whatever it was actually called. It was a oil well. So once we got all the resources over to this island, I'm going to build a road all the way over here to the first oil spill I can find. And immediately we're going to go put an oil well right here on the edge. So in the meantime, while that oil well is getting the oil on that fourth island, we're going to start the construction for this trading ship. So when it is built, we'll finally just have to go get the fuel, bring the fuel back over to this ship, and we'll launch it straight back to our first planet. Alrighty then, so finally we got all the fuel built up. So this actually took a really long time. We actually need to get the oil refiner. To get the oil refiner, we had to get the oil well, and to get the oil well, we also had to have a storage space, and we had to get a bunch of other things here and there. So this actually took a lot longer, about actually an hour off camera, that I'm just going to cut out so you guys don't have to wait and watch me do this for so long. But now that we have the oil, we're going to send it back to the first island, and from there, we're going to launch our ship back to our first place and see everyone that we've missed from our first planet. So it looks like our peeps are running really fast back and forth from the port, bringing all of this fuel back to the ship. And now once the ship is ready and loaded with fuel, some of the peeps are going to get on that ship. We're going to fill it up with some food and drink and send it back to the first island so we can go see Timmy. I really miss Timmy. So it looks like our ship is ready to go. All the peeps are ready, and we're going to launch in 3, 2, 1, go. So it looks like we actually need to go get a landing pad on this ship first, or on this planet first, for the spaceship. So we're going to have to go build those right now. We're going to build them on the same place as we built them last time on this island. A little bit over here in the extra space, that way it doesn't get in the way of anything. And then we'll be able to move that ship back and forth from both islands. So we're going to get that landing pad built right here on this first island. I realized it'd actually be a little bit easier to do it on the first one since we have more resources here. So the landing pad is going to be built right now. And it looks like we're going to need a few more resources for the launch pad, specifically a little bit of steel and a little bit of glass. So we're going to get those brought over to this planet, to this island particularly right now, and then we'll be able to build this one as well. So now that we have that landing pad built, we can actually move stuff back and forth. So we're going to move it all the way back to planet 2, and we're going to see what else we have available for it. So now that we have this trade ship finally up in space, we're just going to test it out real quick. We're going to bring something very simple over, just a little bit of glass. And it looks like you can hold up to 90 items, which is really important because that's going to be a lot easier to start transferring things back and forth. And it looks like you can bring some research as well. So just for the fun of it, we're going to bring over, let's say, 10 research, 10 blue research. We don't have that on the first island, so we're going to throw it up onto this ship real quick. And then we're going to send it over to the first planet just to see if that's how the trade works. And then we're going to say hi to everyone by landing back at the first planet. So now that the blue research is finally up on that ship, we're going to move it all the way back to the first planet just so this ship actually can experience its first trade from planet to planet. And this first planet that we didn't have any blue research on is finally going to get a little bit of that blue research just so we can see what it's like. And our libraries are going to be mind blown considering they've never seen such a thing. So now that the rocket ship is back to the first planet, it looks like we just have to click on the rocket ship, hit distribute, or transfer back, and it looks like it's going to be on planet 1, so let's go take a look and see if any of that blue research actually made it into the first library. So now that you can see, we have 10 whole blue research in this first island, and it looks like Timmy's back. We're going to pause it real quick, we're going to say hi to Timmy. Where's Timmy? How you doing, Timmy? Timmy, how you doing, Timmy? Where's Timmy? Why does Timmy look like he's like a block of wood? But it's Timmy. Okay, so Timmy's back, we're all back, and now we finally got to come back to this first planet. We finally got some trading in between different planets, and we're definitely going to have to go figure out how to fix this planet in the meantime, so Timmy doesn't have to live here all by himself. With that being said, thank you so much for watching all the way to the end of this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe down below. Leave a comment down below if you're enjoying the series, and in the end, make sure to tell me what you're looking for next in the next episode. I hope we're going to be able to get a new planet in the next episode, and I'll see you in that next one.